Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to just do something that has come to my attention a lot lately, and that is how to be unstoppable through your gray hair journey. And there, I see a lot of stuff going on in my Facebook private group, Beauty Reinvented, and I want to reach out to ladies that are here watching me on YouTube and also that are my group, and maybe you just popped on this video from some random other video, I don't know, but this is a tough space to be in. It's just aging in general. Forget gray hair, white hair, silver hair. This is a very tough time to be aging because of social media, because everything is so instant and filters and just, I think we look at ourselves differently than we did before because now everything is magnified. And if there's something you don't like about yourself, you see it like up close. The phone, when you turn the camera around, honestly, is the scariest thing for me. I'm like, do I really look like that in real life? Like, why is everything so exaggerated? And I think that starts you, like the wheels turning of negative self-talk and thinking like, oh, I don't like that about myself. And then it just kind of manifests into things that aren't productive. So I wanted to give you some tips today. Maybe you're struggling with just your beauty or your hair or your weight or all these things that you think you need to fix and you need to be like everyone else, or you're going through magazines and you're like, oh, I'm not young anymore, or I'm not thin like that, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. Forget it. Because it's never going to be good enough. It's going to be an empty bucket that you keep trying to fill, and it's not going to work. So I'm here to give you some tips on how to be unstoppable through your gray hair journey, through your aging, and just honestly to have support. So ready? The first one is going to be manage your thoughts. You have to manage your thoughts and where they take you throughout the day. So when you wake up, maybe you have a positive mantra. Think about things that you want to have in your day that are positive. Maybe you have to put Post-it notes on. I mentioned that in my book, Beauty Reinvented. I tell you to write some kind of phrase or something, or smile. I used to have to do that a lot, where I put smile on a Post-it and paste it all over the door or all over the house, especially the door, the front door. So I knew I needed to smile when I left because I have a face that might look like I'm very angry or disturbed, or if I'm just thinking, and I have to really concentrate on that and work hard at that. So that's my first tip, is to manage your thoughts. Number 2 is feed your soul. Do things that make you happy. Maybe it's yoga, maybe it's a spin class. Take the time to do things where you're concentrating on what you like to do. Maybe that's painting, maybe that's taking a bike ride, walking your dog, spending time with your husband, or all of these different things that you need to feed your soul. You need to stop with the phone and the computer and all the things that are just such a distraction and maybe aren't very positive for you. So get out, start doing things that you really love, and it's going to really re-energize your soul. And my third tip for you is to really manage what you allow to come into your mind. For instance, I like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and I like New York, and guess what? Sometimes it's just too much for me. It's too much arguing, it's too much fighting, it's too much drama. I'm like, why am I even watching this? Like, it's really bringing me down. As much as it sometimes makes you feel better to see like how everybody's so crazy and it's entertainment, sometimes for me and like my whole like sanctity at night and trying to like calm down and to like relax and have my mind kind of slowing down and shutting off, watching programs like that just really ignites more anxiety for me. I'm like, I can't figure out why everybody's fighting. Like, what's the deal with the dog? Like, what, are we over this? Why is this such a big deal still? And, things like that. So manage what comes into your mind. Make sure you're spending time doing things that are going to help your self-esteem, to help you, feel like you are getting to be a better person, being the woman you want to be. So maybe sometimes you have to cut that out for a month or a couple weeks or what have you. So that's another tip, and it included in that third tip, I think it's really important, especially on your feeds with Instagram. If there are people you're following that don't ignite joy for you and don't really push you forward in a positive way, mute them. You can mute people's stories and also their feeds, so you can kind of curate what you really want to have come into your life. So ladies, you can be unstoppable. It really starts with your attitude. It really starts with with really where you want to be and mapping that out, and not just waking up in the morning and being like, where am I going, and why is it this very hard for me? Because you have to set boundaries, set intentions, and really kind of push yourself through. So I'm always here for you. Our private Facebook group is willing to have more members come in. Obviously, we love to help and support and to post pictures and to really navigate this together, because that's what we do, ladies. We support each other. We honor each other, and we don't always have to agree with each other. It's not about everything's positive and you have to like everything. You have to be supportive, and you have to open your mind up to understand where everybody else is coming from, because we all can learn from each other. We all have different aspects of our lives and challenges and things we've gone through, but yet we can come together united through age, through makeup, through beauty, through all of our challenges and our hot mess. Not everybody has a perfect life. In fact, no one has the perfect life. It might look like that on the other side, but it's not. So just remember that we're all going through this together. We all have different cards that we've been dealt, and we're trying to navigate the best we can, but we're doing it together. So until my next video, I'll see you later.